Hi, welcome to my channel again. This is Evie again, and I am here to we're gonna do a story time. So get your soda, get your drinks, your popcorn, whatever, and I want you to like chill, just relax for a little bit. Let me tell you one of my most embarrassing moments. That's what I want to talk to you about. Like, have you ever had one of those embarrassing moments where you're like, oh my gosh, ground, just eat me up, like quicksand. Like I need to disappear. Well, a few years ago I went to one of our local HEBs. It's a grocery store, and I was walking and I was wearing like this like really tight little shirt. It was very fitted, and my pants were like literally, I had just worn them like twice, okay? And these pants were like corduroy, you know, those with the little lines. They're like for like the winter. And so I was wearing some of those. They were really, you know, fitted as well. And so I was walking around. I was all dressed up and everything. And I went to HEB with my husband and my son. And so I was going to get the Downy. I don't know if I can say names. The Downy fabric softener, okay? And so I was there. I was in the aisle where they have all the detergents and all that stuff. And I'm here looking in the top part of the aisle, in the middle, and I couldn't find it. Well, I bent down, I bent over to the very bottom of the shelf, and guess what? There it was. So I bent down, and all I just heard this noise. It was just like, bzz, like, and I was like, what the heck, right? And then I feel a breeze in my butt, like, I was like, so the AC was on, right? So I felt, and I like reached back and felt my butt. I was like, what? My pants tore open through one of the lines from the corduroy. It just went from the top of the back of my pants, like where the belt is, all the way down into under my leg. So I was like, oh shoot, like the when it opened, it was like really fitted. I have all this Cheetos and stuff. It opened and it was like this, so I literally had to like squeeze them together and hold it together. And then I looked up and I see the cameras on the top. They're like these ball things on the top of the store. Oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed and holding on to my pants, like holding it together. And I was hoping my husband would like come out somewhere or whatever. So my son comes. And luckily there was nobody in the aisle, just the camera like right on top of me. And it was just so embarrassing. Like it was just so embarrassing. And then so I see my son, you know, you know, at the end of the aisle. I was like, hey, come here. And he comes over, and I'm over here like with my holding onto my pants like together. And I'm like, mijo, son, call your dad and tell him to come like right now. Like, I need him to come right now. He's like, okay, mommy. And he starts skipping. He was like a very happy kid. He was skipping, and I didn't tell him anything. So, and he goes, and I guess he tells his dad. Well, his dad, he just kind of, I guess, ignored him. And I see him like, oh my gosh, he never does this, but he did it that day. I see him passing with a shopping cart, like straight like that. And I go, wait, come here. I call him mi amor, my love. I go, mi amor, come here. And he's like the hell with you, right? And I was like, what? Like, no, come here. And I'm over here like holding on with one hand and like, come here. And he's like, he comes into the aisle after like me literally like telling him like, come here. And he comes into the aisle, and I told him, mi amor, my pants are ripped. They ripped open. And he's like, really? And I go, yes, they're like ripped open like to the max. And he's like, let me see. And I said, no. And he's like, yes, let me see. So I showed him, and the other worst part was I was wearing a thong. It was so embarrassing. That made me not want to wear a thong for a long time. And my husband, instead of saying, oh, you know, he started laughing. I was like, it was so embarrassing, seriously. Like, so I told him, okay, so now what's the plan? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, I'm all dressed up with a hole in the back of my pants. So then I remember seeing towels there sometimes, and I told him, you know what, sometimes I see towels here, like beach towels, and then, you know what, check and see if there's some beach towels. So he went and he checked, and no, there was no beach towels, but there was these like triple extra large polo shirts. And he just brought me one, and I'm like, okay, I don't care, just give it to me. Right at that point I was like, I don't care, like I just need to get out of here, like cover my butt. And so he just like paid for it, and he gave it to me, and I put it on, and it was like the sleeves were like to down here because it was an extra large, like triple extra large, triple X, and the sleeves like would fit me to down here, and then the length of the shirt was like to my knees, and I was like so embarrassed. Like when I walked out I was wearing these really nice little boots with these pants, and then with this huge shirt, and it was just so embarrassing. And then I get to the car, and I get into the car, to the seat. As soon as I sat down, I heard the same noise. It just went all the way to behind my knee. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my gosh, thank God I'm in the car. And my mom was babysitting my kids, so we had to go to her house to pick them up. So I had already forgotten my pants had ripped. So we get off and everything, and my mom's looking at me like, ¿Qué traes puesto? Like, what are you wearing? And I'm like, well, it's because my parents tore. So I was only showing her like the part from behind my knee. She's like, let me see. And she wanted to see where the tear went all the way to where. And I'm like, no, because I was wearing a thong and my pants were like all freaking open. And then so it was so embarrassing. And she's like, are you serious? Like, your pants come all the way up? And I said, yeah, make sure you. And my dad